This signing is for a component of the Women's Empowerment and Financial Inclusion Project, which was launched in 2019. Earlier this year, the Taiwan Technical Mission gave notification to the ministry that they would be able to now support a women's empowerment initiative contest, which was open to registered groups and organizations in the Federation to come up with unique ideas around community-based initiatives for women's empowerment. The contest was launched in March 25th of this year. At the end of the first call, some 12 groups and organizations responded. At the end of the review, the top 3 groups that comply with all contest regulations were invited to make a pitch to a panel of persons within the public and private sector, as well as the mission and embassy. And today we are here to sign the agreement for the 2 successful organizations, TabSKN Limited and Lake Health and Wellbeing.
We know that the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the global economy is unprecedented. People suffer losses in income, even their jobs. Those who are more highly resistant to the financial instability might be able to weather the storm. Yet, this is not the case for the underprivileged. Research shows that women usually suffer more in the face of these unpredictable circumstances. As such, the government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, joined hands with St. Kitts and Nevis in November 2021 to implement the program for women's empowerment and employment, entrepreneurship, and financial inclusion. In addition to assisting women with empowerment and entrepreneurship to strengthen women's economic empowerment. The program is also an important show of support for the global gender equality initiatives. It is a response to the goal 5 of the Sustainable Development Goals, achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls, addressing issues as gender discrimination in the workplace and uneven resource distribution. We could all agree that efforts of government alone are not enough for realizing the vision of the SDGs. We also need creativity, flexibility, and the outreach of the civil society. Lake Health and Wellbeing and the TabSKN are the 2 non-profit organizations selected in this global initiative contest to work together with our Taiwan Technical Mission. It is worth mentioning that among the 8 countries with women empowerment project in Latin America and the Caribbean, they are the first ones to get approval from our headquarters. With different approaches, there will be important parts of advocating for women's economic empowerment in the Federation, in public health and the media and the culture sectors. They propose to organize lectures of NCD's self-management for women with NCDs, vocational training courses for women with low incomes, and provide a platform for participants to share their journey toward entrepreneurship. These initiatives seek to showcase how women contribute to the development of different sectors of this country. In closing, I would like to wish Lake Health and the Wellbeing and the TabSKN every success in undertaking these initiatives, the pioneers of bringing about true gender equality and sustainable development in this country.
We provide opportunities for training, capacity building towards economic growth. The program or the project that we're working on is called Hustle and Grow, and it's expected to be a very exciting project. It's not your typical workshop training which we've done. We're now at the component where we're actually going to create a television production around this. If you're familiar with The Apprentice and you're familiar with Shark Tank, it's a bit of the mix of the 2 programs where we bring these women together, where they will be working on projects and they will have to go to the boardroom and everything, and where you will probably hear, your hustle ain't growing, okay? But the whole idea behind it is to empower the women, to train them in the different components so that when they leave there, regardless as to whether or not they win that overall project, they would have had the knowledge to help them in their different areas as they start their small businesses.
This particular project is looking at supporting women who are living with non-communicable diseases, and this project was actually birthed out of a research project that we conducted to identify the experience of people who are living with NCDs. And what we did was we put a gender lens on that, and we found that there were particular challenges that women living with NCDs face that go above and beyond the typical, I guess, NCD patient. And so what we want to do is really address this gap that we identified, which is the intersection between NCDs and gender. And so what we want to do is develop some training and capacity building for women and empower them through all aspects of their lives. So whether that's financial empowerment, but also empowerment around how to manage their condition. And we hope that that will help women living with NCDs to not only be empowered, but to live well with their condition. And so we are particularly interested in focusing on vulnerable women who are living with NCDs, particularly low-income women. And so we'll be really keen to reach out to women who are living with NCDs to really reach out to us so that they can get involved in this project. So before I sort of stop, I would actually really just like to say on behalf of the team and board members at Lake Health and Wellbeing, a really big thank you to the Taiwanese government, the ministry as well, for this opportunity. I think a lot of the times NGOs don't get these types of opportunities, so we're extremely grateful for this. And we just hope that we'll be able to make a significant difference to the lives of women who are living with NCDs. But of course, I'd also like to thank all of those behind the scenes at Lake Health and Wellbeing who do really hard work in terms of getting our projects going.
Very excellent choice to Taiwanese. You certainly know how to identify quality. So congratulations again, and special thanks to the ambassador. Ambassador, it's always a pleasure, and to Taiwan for actually providing this opportunity through this funding. Like I said, it is an opportunity for us to stimulate the NGO sector and to really develop that sector within us, especially as we seek to deliver social services and social development programming. Government cannot do it by itself, and so we're really grateful for the opportunity to help to facilitate that through the Department of Gender Affairs and the Ministry, and we look forward to future opportunities to do that, and we hope to see continued support and investment in this regard. So thank you all very much. It's a pleasure, and look forward to hearing great things about these projects.